welcome to the weekly news talk video for Carguments. First off, let's talk about news for Carguments. I have a website now, so it's carguments.net. I'm going to put a link in the description below. This is pretty big news for me because I actually own a domain now, so that's exciting for me. I didn't think I would do that. When I started this, I really didn't think I was going to go that route, but as time has gone on, I realize I need it. It's something that is definitely needed, so go check it out. I'm going to be posting some blogs there too. I'm going to try my hand at writing on some car stuff too, so I'm excited to try that side of things too, the writing aspect. So the logo should be done soon. I'm working with a gentleman. He's helping me design the logo. That should be done soon. As soon as it gets done, I'm going to figure out a way to get it on t-shirts, stickers, and any other merch that I can think of, and hopefully I can link you guys to a website to get those. And so I have a couple more car reviews in the pipeline. One of them I've been wanting to do for a few months, the type of car, and the other one I'm surprised that I have the opportunity to do it. So I'm not going to tell you what they are yet, so hang in there. Hopefully they all hold up and you guys get to watch the videos. We're going to do some short news tonight because I have a lot of Facebook questions actually to get to, because last week after I got the other video posted, you guys poured in some questions that I really liked, so I want to get to those. So we're going to talk about Sema, and Chrysler has released the crate engine. They have now the 5.7 liter and the 6.4 liter Hemi engines as they're offering as crate engines. And the big news with it that I'm reading through this is it comes with a factory calibration that is featured on the unlocked PCM, and that's huge. Basically, all Chrysler engines, the PCMs are so locked down that everybody's having big trouble on tuning them and squeezing more power out of them in the aftermarket world. So that's big news that the PCMs are unlocked. So that's going to be really cool to see. They're basically made mainly for putting them in older Mopars, for guys that have been wanting to get that newer type of power out of the new crate engine that's going to be able to drop into the older muscle cars. So that's exciting news for Mopar guys. I think a lot of those guys are going to be really excited to get these things in their cars and have some really awesome machines out there. So let's jump to Facebook questions. I know I'm kind of going through this quick, but I also don't want to bore you guys to death. Alright, Dalton Klinkenberg. I hope I said that right. We did a review together, so I should know your last name better, but you gave me a bunch of questions. I'm going to touch on two of them that I really liked. This first one: would gas stations switch to swapping/charging stations, or would the responsibility be pushed on the dealerships? And then you asked, would auto manufacturers use the same battery packs? I think it's going to be more put on urban areas or professional business offices. You're going to see charging stations more there. You're probably going to see them in gas stations, but since things are so, right now I think they've got them down to, their hyper charging stations where it can get a full charge in 30 minutes instead of 8 hours. I think they're there. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think you're going to see them more in places where you have the ability to sit for about a half hour or longer. So I also would see the charging stations being more on like your major highways at rest areas where you're going to be able to pull off, sit for a half hour, have something to do. I think it's going to be a neat transition when you see that those type of rest areas. They're going to be more, I feel like they're going to be a little more comfortable and more inviting for people to be at those rest stations. The battery packs, use the same battery packs. Yeah, I could see them having to do that just to make everything universal, because if you think about how we refuel our vehicles now, it's all universal. We go to the same style gas stations. The nozzle goes in the same way in every vehicle pretty much. So the other question that I liked, you said, are dealerships ruining car purchasing? Why can't manufacturers follow Tesla and purchase cars like a regular item? I think right now the only reason why that's working for Tesla is because their cars are selling so well, because they don't have the middleman there. And with the traditional dealerships, they buy the cars from the manufacturers, so the manufacturer gets the money pretty much up front. Then it's left to the traditional dealership to get that money back from you. Yes, it stinks that we have to pay a middleman for that, and I do think the car buying experience could use a change, and I do honestly think that most of your dealerships see that need and are trying to make changes. I don't think it's there yet, but I get why you feel this way because it takes the middleman out. But I think if Tesla ever gets to the point where they have more cars that are not sold, they're going to start hurting financially. I mean, they're already bleeding money like crazy, but they got so many backers that it's working for them. But I like the idea of it, but I don't think it's realistic, and I don't really see dealerships ever going away. They've been kind of how we buy cars for so long. I think it's up to them to change the experience. So yeah, that's kind of my thoughts on that. The middleman thing and paying the middleman is something that we don't like, but we don't realize also we do it all the time. You know, like when we go to Target, we're paying Target for those items that they bought from whoever made the items. So we're paying that middleman. We're just okay with it because it's not such a big ticket item. And so that's kind of my 2 cents on that. Sorry I went off on a rant there. Kelsey Gangwer? Sorry again if I'm pronouncing that wrong, but you asked turbochargers, superchargers, prochargers, or spray. I haven't driven, I don't think I've ever driven a supercharged car, to be honest with you, so I can't really say much on superchargers or prochargers. I've ridden in a car with nitrous, but we never hit the button. So honestly, I like how turbochargers work. I like that torque surge you get from the turbo. I really like that feel. Anytime I'm in a vehicle with a linear power band, it doesn't feel as fast, and I know that's kind of what you get from superchargers, and that's the idea behind them, to keep that power band linear because you get boost right away. So me, I like turbochargers. One other question, Nathan Cook, you asked, sorry I had to pull it up on my phone because it was on a different post, but you asked diesel hybrid and why has nobody made them? They actually have. Volkswagen made what's called the XL1. It was incredibly expensive. I think it came out in 2014. It was a diesel hybrid claiming, what was it? Here it is, 240 miles per gallon, and it was 146,000 US dollars. I don't think it was ever sold in the US. I'll post a picture of it up so you can see it, but well, it says they're still manufacturing them. I just guess we don't get them here. So Nathan, there is a diesel hybrid and it works, I guess, extremely well, and it's in Europe, so we don't get it. So that's the news talk for this week. Like I said, check out the new website, carguments.net. Please subscribe. I have a goal to hit 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. And if I do, I plan on doing a giveaway. I don't know what I'm going to give away yet, but I plan on giving away something to a subscriber. So, yeah, thanks again. Have a great day.